Last play unfolding.
I was kind of on the fence and I thought I might get over, so I took off a little and I don't know, just kind of caught it and dropped it, but you can't do that really at third.
I guess we were kind of just talking now. Did it seem like he caught it and then dropped it on the transfer, or did it was it something he was just bobbling in the air? Or?
I don't know what happened. I was hoping it was just bobbled it and didn't catch it, obviously, because Charles would have another chance to drive home Dixon, but just the way it happens sometimes.
Is that an instance where you're almost going on contact? I mean, you obviously want to make sure the ball's on the ground, but you're pretty antsy to go.
Dead out run down there, so just go and try to make them throw you out at home.
That line drive in the whatever it was, fourth or whatever, did you get shielded? Was it? Did you get shielded by the
shielding. It was kind of knuckling a little, just knuckled over my glove, unfortunately.
It's just one of those days where things just went against you guys, because I mean that play, you don't get shielded and it doesn't knuckle like that. You're probably out of the inning too, right?
Just the way baseball goes sometimes. We had 10 hits or something like that, about the same as yesterday. It's just that we didn't drive them in today like we did yesterday, unfortunately.
How about the job Mascarello did in relief? I mean, I think that play was the first batter he faced, I think, and then after that he shut him down.
Yeah, I mean, he's done that all year for us. Comes in, keeps the game tight, and lets the offense go to work. Just we didn't get two today like we normally do.
Obviously, yesterday was a big celebration. You guys are Big Ten champs anyway, but how much does it mean to get another win and be the outright Big Ten champs by yourselves?
It means everything. We don't want to share with IU or Penn State or whoever it is. We want to be number one in the tournament and number one in the whole season. So we lost one today, but we got 3 more at Iowa to still claim it.
You guys were, the euphoria of yesterday sort of is the exact opposite today, right? I mean, it just sort of stings to lose a game in this fashion.
Yeah, it hurts to lose any game, especially one like this. Last Big Ten game here really hurts.
How about Tuesday's game? You got one more game here, and it happens to be against another team that's got some regional aspirations. How big is that game?
It's huge. We want to get to 40, and I know they really want to beat us bad in an in-state team. I don't think we've played them in a while, and we're going to come out hard, and we're going to look to win.
But again, I mean, no discredit to Michigan, but that pitcher shouldn't have held us down to 3 runs. We had hitters that were leaving the zone early in the count, so they were either putting themselves behind in the count because they were swinging at pitches or fouling them off. That if they lay off it, now they're in the hitter's count, and I thought the umpire the first couple innings was, I don't think he was settled on his zone yet, and so that kind of messed with some guys and maybe switched the counts a little bit. But Perkins leads off with the double. I got Plawecki up. I got Serrato on deck. I really don't want to bunt Plawecki to get to a left-on-left situation, but Plawecki's a good enough hitter. He's got to look for a ball to drive to the right side. And the very first, it might have been the second pitch of the bat, but ball's down and in, and he smokes it foul, over here. You can't do anything with that. And, I thought it was going to be a ball anyways. So even if it's a strike, you got to lay off it, and you got to look for something to drive to the right side. But we had non-productive outs. And in that last inning, Spillner swings at the first pitch that's way up out of the zone, trying to do too much. And now instead of hitting 1-0, and the pitcher's forced to come in, he's hitting 0-1. I thought we did that, several times throughout the day, but those are the 2 big ones that stand out, that we're just going to get productive outs.
You had, I think, 7 opportunities with a runner on second base in the last 3 innings.
Yeah.
You've come through a lot in those situations, but not today.
No, not today, and I understand that. You're not going to be 100%, but again, if the pitcher's making good pitches and getting us out, that's one thing, but when we're leaving the zone because we're too anxious or not understanding what our job responsibility is, it's inexcusable. I mean, if they're close pitches and, that's one thing, but I didn't think either one of those pitches were close enough to, for those guys to be swinging at.
You have to get Podkul going again a little bit?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he's especially on a day like today, and I kicked myself. I should have taken him out. As soon as we tied that ball game, I told myself I was going to take him out, but we thought, well, we'll put him back out there and see how he responds. Well, he didn't respond, but I could have probably told you that he wasn't going to just magically turn it on. So, that's my fault. I should have had Blake in the ball game at the tie game and give it to the older guys, because Podkul didn't have it today. He was behind hitters. Even when he got outs, he was behind hitters. And he didn't have a feel. And this is a team where, he wasn't quick enough to the dish, but so then he walks, the wrong guys, and, they got the stolen base, pretty easily on him. So, I mean, those are things that he's got to correct if he wants to pitch, consistently at this level.
At the same time, the first guy Mazzarella faces hits that. I think he was the one that hit the line drive short that Miller looked like he could. It's a double play. It turned out to be a double.
Yeah, it's a hard ball, and it's it's a little bit harder to catch than because I'm sure it's knuckling and some things like that. But those are the things. You make some of those plays and get some of those timely hits and make some of those pitches, then you win. And we didn't do it. We didn't make that play. We didn't get the timely hits, and I thought Blake and Whitbread obviously did enough, but we spotted them the couple run lead there, and but we shouldn't have been held down to 3 runs on a Sunday in this league, and that's usually an offensive day. I mean, they don't even know who they were starting. They were a TBA, so I understand if we're going up against, someone that's consistently done it, and you always got to respect the guy on the mound, but you got to score more than 3 runs on a Sunday if you want to win consistently in this league, too.
You talk about that final play.
It messed up. It was just totally messed up. Miller was going down angle. So when the balls hit, obviously that wasn't down angle, but I'm the one that told him to release because, if it gets over his head, we're scoring. I really didn't think he was going to be able to catch it. I thought it was going to be over his head, but I knew it was going to drop in front of the infielder. So again, the pitcher made a great play on it. And we were trying to be a little bit aggressive there, just to force an issue, have them make a play, and they made another play. Their defense made plays today and really kept them in the ball game. But you really hope that it doesn't come down to that second and third and infield in, and you get a mushy ball like that. It's a tough play to kind of read. And again, I'll take responsibility for that because I did tell Miller to release. So
he just lost it.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, but you would have liked to have had a call sooner or allowed. You can throw his hands up or something, but you got to have a vocal call too. So, and we didn't get that from the third base umpire, who was the one that we're going to be probably looking at and watching, or the guy in the middle of the field. We didn't get that call from him. We got it from the guy that was behind us. So I mean, that's kind of hard for us to kind of figure out, but that's what it was.
Let's talk about Tuesday's game and sort of the importance of that one.
It's important because Indiana State's a good team, and they're trying to prove something. They probably feel like they need this game, to boost themselves and get some recognition and possibly help them secure some things. I think we need to do the same thing. We get, get a chance to play a quality opponent. So we're going to go out there and be ready to play.